Lisa, you should be arriving soon, right? Dad and I are already at the restaurant waiting for you. Oh, so Dad's 60th birthday thing is really happening today. Sorry, but Jake and I aren't coming, so you don't need to wait. What do you mean? Lisa, we confirmed this 3 times this week. We told you about today's birthday celebration in advance, and I sent you the restaurant address. You even asked me what kind of food they serve there. Yeah, well, thinking about it again, I'm just not feeling it. I had other plans come up anyway. Having dinner with poor old geezers like you guys sounds gross and makes me want to puke. No offense. Lisa, I need you to stop right there. Look, I've said this many times, but can't you choose your words better? We're your family, not strangers. If you don't want to come to Dad's 60th birthday, that's fine, do what you want. But breaking your promise and saying things like that is rude. Rude? I'm just stating facts. You guys are old and you don't have much money. Also, can you stop with the preachy lectures? I'm an adult. I can say what I want. Lisa, there's a difference between being honest and being disrespectful. I know you don't think highly of Dad and me, Lisa. And you know what? When I was young, I also found housework and jobs tedious and annoying. I thought older people were boring and out of touch. Huh, that's surprising. So, you're admitting you were just like me? So it's okay to say stuff like that honestly? Finally, someone who gets it. There's no point in lying about it. Everyone goes through phases where they think they know everything. But it's also true that you learn a lot from those tedious, annoying people. The difference is, I learned to keep those thoughts to myself. I'm not saying you have to listen to everything we say, but maybe try making an effort not to get lectured. Show a little basic respect. I have nothing to learn from poor old geezers. Jake and I are doing just fine without your advice. We're young and we have our whole lives figured out. Anyway, I'm canceling the birthday dinner. I'm sure he won't even notice we're not there. Lisa, do you hear yourself right now? This is his 60th birthday. It's a milestone. Are you sure this is how you want to handle family relationships? I'm fine. Look, I never asked to be part of this family drama. I married Jake, not you guys. I don't owe you anything. Lisa, listen to me carefully. Casually breaking promises and showing no respect to others. If you keep acting like that, when you're really in trouble, no one will help you. People remember how they're treated. You're overreacting just because I'm not coming to a birthday party. Jake and I don't need you guys anyway, so we'll be fine. We're independent adults with our own lives. Independent adults, you say? Is that really what you think? Lisa, I want you to remember this conversation. Remember what you just said to me. Whatever, I'll remember it. Is this conversation over now? I have things to do. Yes, we're done here. Enjoy your evening, Lisa. Tell Dad happy birthday or whatever.
Lisa, I saw your social media. You bought more clothes and accessories again, didn't you? That's like the 3rd shopping trip this week.
This time I picked out stuff that you'd like. You're going to love it. It's exactly your style.
No, that's not the issue. Lisa, I appreciate you thinking of me, but that's not the point. You need to do something about your spending.
You make pretty good money compared to other guys our age. Your salary is way above average for someone your age. A little shopping isn't a problem. Besides, I deserve nice things too.
Well, that's true, but Mom always tells you about your spending too, and you are saving money from the living expenses I give you, right? You promised me you were putting aside at least $500 every month.
Don't start sounding like your mom. I hate it when you repeat her lectures word for word. Shopping is my only way to relieve stress. Being a housewife is hard work too, you know. I deserve some compensation for that. I am saving money, so stop complaining.
If you say so, I trust you to handle the household budget responsibly. Just try to be a little more mindful, okay?
Fine, whatever. Oh, speaking of your mom, something really funny happened today. You're going to laugh when I tell you this.
Something about Mom? What happened?
Yeah, remember there was talk about having a dinner for your dad's 60th birthday?
All right, I think it's next weekend. We already confirmed we'd go, didn't we? I thought we settled that discussion.
I didn't want to go, so I told you the wrong date. I may have been a little sneaky about that. It wasn't next weekend. It was actually supposed to be today.
What? Seriously? Lisa, please tell me you're joking.
Yeah, seriously. They were sitting at some restaurant waiting for us. So I canceled the birthday dinner and your mom got really pissed. She said if I keep acting like this, no one will help me, so I told her we don't need you guys anyway. I basically told her to mind her own business.
You idiot! What the hell did you do? Lisa, do you have any idea what you've just done? This is Dad's 60th birthday, not some casual dinner.
Why are you mad? I thought you'd be happy I got us out of it. You were complaining about not wanting to go to the birthday party, too. Just last week, you said family dinners were boring.
Yeah, that's true, but that's not the point. There's a difference between complaining privately and actually insulting them. This is really bad timing for that kind of stuff. We can't afford to make them angry right now.
What? I don't get what you mean. They're always annoying, so what's the difference?
Lisa, you don't understand the situation we're in. We need to stay on their good side right now. This is seriously the worst possible time for this. Anyway, I'll apologize to Mom tomorrow. You need to apologize properly later, too. And I mean a real apology, not your usual half-hearted stuff.
Why should I have to do that? I just told them the truth about not wanting to go. Since when is honesty a crime?
Just do it! Lisa, I'm serious about this. Promise me you'll do it right.
Okay, I get it. You're being really dramatic about this. I'll apologize if it means that much to you. But I still don't understand why you're so worried.
Lisa, I've been thinking about this all night. We need to do damage control immediately. This situation is way worse than you realize.
You're still going on about this? It's just one missed dinner, Jake. Your parents will get over it.
No, they won't just get over it. You don't understand how my mom operates. When she says there will be consequences, she means it. She's not the type to make empty threats.
What consequences could she possibly have? We're adults, Jake.
Lisa, you're missing the bigger picture here. My parents aren't just regular parents. They have more influence over our lives than you think.
What are you talking about? We live in our own apartment. We pay our own bills. How much influence could they possibly have?
Just trust me on this, okay? We cannot afford to have them angry at us right now.
You're being paranoid. Even if they're mad, what's the worst that could happen? They stop inviting us to boring family dinners?
God, Lisa, you're so naive sometimes. Family relationships aren't just about dinners. There are other things at stake here.
Like what? Spell it out for me because I'm obviously missing something.
I can't explain everything right now. Just please, for once, listen to me when I say this is serious. We need to fix this before it gets worse.
Fine, I'll play along with your paranoia.
I promise I'll explain everything eventually. Right now, I just need you to help me fix this. Can you at least admit that canceling last minute was wrong?
I guess the timing could have been better. But I still don't regret being honest about not wanting to go. At least now they know where I stand.
That's exactly the problem. Sometimes it's better to keep your honest opinions to yourself. Especially when it comes to family.
That sounds exhausting. Having to pretend to like people you don't actually like.
It's called being an adult, Lisa. You do things you don't want to do sometimes. That's how relationships work.
Well, I guess I'm not as good at pretending as you are. I say what I think. Deal with it.
That attitude is gonna get us in serious trouble. More trouble than you can imagine.
Now you're just being dramatic again. What kind of trouble could your parents possibly cause?
The kind of trouble that could ruin our lives. Lisa, I'm begging you to take this seriously.
Okay, you're scaring me a little now. Are you saying your parents are dangerous or something?
Not dangerous, just powerful. In ways that affect us more than you know.
This is getting weird, Jake. Are you going to tell me what you're talking about or not?
Not right now. First, we need to apologize and hope they forgive us. Then I'll explain everything.
This better be one hell of an explanation.
I know how it sounds. Just trust me for now, please.
Fine, but after we fix this imaginary crisis, we're having a long talk.
There aren't secrets, just complicated family stuff. Things I should have explained better from the beginning.
Yeah, you should have.
After we get through this, no more secrets, I promise.
Good. Now let's get this apology over with so you can stop panicking.
Mom, I'm really sorry. I need to apologize for what happened yesterday. Lisa was being disrespectful. Let us redo Dad's birthday celebration soon. We can make it up to him properly.
Your apology isn't necessary. This has been going on for years, Jake. Dad and I don't expect anything from you two anymore.
Don't say that. Let me apologize. I know Lisa crossed a line yesterday. She doesn't always think before she speaks. She doesn't mean any harm.
Jake, listen to yourself. Dad and I are Lisa's in-laws. We should be people she shows some consideration for. If she acts like that toward us, it means she acts the same way with others, right? It's about basic respect and decency.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but you know how Lisa is with social situations. She gets uncomfortable and says things she doesn't mean. I should have prepared her better for the dinner.
Jake, you've been married for over 5 years. How long are you going to keep making excuses for her behavior? Besides, I'm not angry about the birthday celebration.
Really? But Dad must have been disappointed. I feel terrible about letting him down.
People who don't want to celebrate shouldn't be forced to. It would just make Dad feel bad. But breaking promises and acting like that is a separate issue. If she didn't want to come, she should have declined from the beginning. We could have made other arrangements.
But if she did that, it would cause problems. You know how you and Dad get when we decline family events? She was trying to avoid conflict.
Declining up front would cause fewer problems than this, don't you think? Now Dad feels rejected and insulted. Do you think calling us poor old geezers was the better approach?
I wouldn't think that. That's why I'm apologizing. We know there's nothing good about making you angry. Lisa just panicked and said stupid things.
If you understand that and still act this way, maybe you're overestimating Dad and me. Maybe you think we'll just accept anything because we're family. Even if we're your parents, we're still human. And given the current situation, there really are limits.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean by current situation? Mom, you're scaring me. I'll make sure she understands how serious this is. So please, forgive us this time.
You and Lisa have been married for over 5 years now. During that time, Dad and I have repeatedly given you advice. We've tried to guide you both toward better decisions. We've been patient, we've been understanding. If words don't get through to you, we'll have to make you reflect in a different way.
Mom, what are you saying exactly? What kind of reflection are you talking about? You're not gonna cut us off completely, are you?
Jake, I've made my decision. This conversation is over.
Mom, we need to talk about this more. There has to be something I can do to fix this.
Jake, you're not listening. This isn't about finding the right punishment or gesture. This is about respect and patterns of behavior.
But families work through problems together. We don't just give up on each other. You taught me that when I was growing up.
I also taught you about consequences. Some lessons can only be learned the hard way.
Mom, please, I'm begging you. Don't do anything drastic. Give us one more chance to make this right.
Goodbye, Jake. Hey, Jake. This month's living expenses aren't in the account, but I want to buy some clothes, so put the money in soon. There's this really cute dress I saw online that's on sale today only. Also, we're running low on groceries.
Lisa, I can't give you living expenses this month. Actually, I can't give you living expenses for a while. We need to have a serious conversation.
Why not? What do you mean you can't? You should have gotten your salary already. It's the 5th of the month. Payday was 3 days ago.
No, I didn't get it. I'm actually unemployed right now. I've been unemployed for months, Lisa.
Unemployed? What are you talking about? You've been going to work every day.
It means exactly what it sounds like. I actually got laid off a few months ago. I've been going to job interviews and the library instead of work. I've been lying to you every single day.
Wait, a few months ago? That doesn't make sense. You've been giving me living expenses normally these past few months. The money has been coming in like clockwork. So where was that money coming from?
I borrowed it from Mom and Dad. They've been covering our living expenses since I lost my job. Every penny you've been spending came from them.
You're lying. There's no way that's true. How could you keep this from me for so long? What kind of husband does that?
I had no choice. If I told you I was unemployed, you'd probably want a divorce. You married me because I had a stable job and good income. Plus, I didn't think it would take this long to find another job. I thought I'd find something quickly and you'd never have to know.
You've been lying to my face for months. And you were getting financial support from your parents? The parents I just insulted and told off? Call them right now and ask for the money.
If I could do that, I wouldn't be struggling. You pissed them off with your nonsense, so they cut off the support. They're not giving us any more money because of what you said. Don't just blame me. This is partially your fault, too.
But I didn't know about any of this. I had no idea you were actually getting support. Besides, you're the one who hid it from me, so it's your fault. If you had been honest from the beginning, none of this would have happened.
That's true. I should have told you about losing my job. But you have been saving money, right? Can't we manage for a few months with savings?
I don't have any savings. I spent everything you gave me each month. I thought your salary was guaranteed.
What? But you said before that you were saving money properly. Where did all that money go?
I didn't think your salary would disappear. I was planning to start saving next year. Besides, you never told me we needed an emergency fund.
Are you kidding me? How could you be so irresponsible? We're married adults, not college students.
Shut up! You can't talk either. You lied to me about being unemployed for months. At least my only crime was shopping.
Yeah, that's true, but arguing about it won't help. Right now, we need to figure out this month's living expenses. We need to focus on survival, not blame.
So what do? Do we have any other options? Apologize to your parents and get them to give us money? Can we take out a loan somewhere?
That's our only option. My parents are our only safety net right now. Lisa, I know you didn't apologize properly last time, but this time you really need to apologize sincerely. We'll both grovel if we have to.
This is so humiliating. Fine, I'll apologize, but you owe me big time for this. And after this crisis is over, no more secrets between us.
Agreed. No more secrets. I promise I'll be completely honest from now on.
You better be. Mom, I heard about the financial support from Jake. I had no idea that you and Dad were helping us financially. Jake finally told me the truth about everything. I thought our conversation didn't make sense. Jake was hiding the financial support from you. He was also hiding being unemployed. That explains why you seem so confident about your independence. I'm honestly shocked that he kept this from me for so long. We've worked through the trust issues, so we're fine. More importantly, I'm truly sorry. I want to apologize for everything. What is that apology for? Is this about the birthday dinner specifically, or something broader? For all my behavior up until now. For missing Dad's birthday celebration and being so rude about it. For calling you and Dad horrible names. I should have been more grateful for everything you've done for us. Could you please restart the financial support until Jake finds a new job? We really need your help right now. I understand what you're saying. Your apology sounds more sincere than usual. If you two are truly reflecting on your actions, I'm willing to restart the support. Family should help family when they're in genuine need. Really? Thank you so much! I promise we won't take your generosity for granted this time. We've learned our lesson about respecting family. However, there's one thing I want you to remember, and there are several conditions. If you can remember what I'm about to say and agree to the conditions, I'll restart the financial support. But this is the last chance I'm giving you both. Of course, I'll agree to any conditions. Just tell us what you need from us. As a basic premise, Dad and I don't believe your claims of reflection. We've heard apologies from you before that turned out to be empty. But I'm being sincere this time. This situation has really opened my eyes. We've stopped the financial support because talking didn't work. You've ignored our advice for years. There's a history here. A pattern of disrespectful behavior that goes back years. I guess that makes sense. I understand why you'd be skeptical. I haven't given you much reason to trust me in the past. So whether you've actually reflected will be judged by your future actions. Not by your words today, but by how you behave going forward. Any problem with that? No, none at all. I think that's fair. Now for the conditions. First, you need to control your unnecessary spending going forward. Even before Jake became unemployed, your spending was problematic. Since you're managing the money, you can't just spend it for selfish reasons. Every dollar we give you should be accounted for. Yes, I'll be careful. I realize now that I was being irresponsible with money. I'll create a budget and stick to it. Second, you need to save the money you don't waste. Jake told me you have no savings at all. That's completely unacceptable for adults your age. You might have children in the future, or one of you might get sick. Preparing for unexpected situations is basic adult responsibility. I understand. I should have been saving money all along. I'll start putting aside money every month, I promise. Finally, after Jake finds a new job, you need to properly repay the money we've given you. This isn't a gift, it's a loan. I already told Jake about this when we started the financial support. Even if it's just $100 or $200 a month, pay back what you can afford. We're not expecting immediate full repayment, but we do expect consistent payments. That's completely reasonable. Of course we should pay you back. If you can properly follow these conditions, I'll transfer this month's money right away. But Lisa, I'm serious about this being the last chance. If you break any of these promises, that's the end of our support forever. I promise to follow them. I won't let you down this time. So please help us. We really have nowhere else to turn.
All right, I'll believe your words for now. But remember, I'll be watching your actions carefully. Don't break this promise. Understood?
Yes, thank you so much. You're saving our lives right now. I won't forget this kindness.
I hope that's true, Lisa. For all our sakes. Lisa, Jake found a new job, but you haven't made a single payment yet. It's been 3 months since he started working again. We had an agreement about repayment.
Oh, that's because even though he got a new job, his salary is lower than before, and we don't have any extra money. We'll definitely pay you back when we have some breathing room. Maybe next year when he gets a raise.
I told you that even $100 a month would be fine. You can't even manage that? That's less than what most people spend on coffee in a month.
That's right. It's embarrassing to admit, but things are tight. We're barely making ends meet with his reduced salary. Every dollar counts right now.
I see. Can I ask you another question? I want to understand your financial situation better.
Ask me anything. I have nothing to hide about our finances.
If you're so tight on money, why are you buying new clothes and accessories every month? Your social media shows a very different story than what you're telling me.
What are you talking about? I haven't been shopping that much lately. Maybe you're mistaken about what you saw.
I told you, remember? And I don't believe your claims of reflection. So I've been checking your social media regularly. You've been posting new clothes and accessories every month since Jake got his new job. That doesn't look like someone who's struggling financially.
Huh? That's an invasion of privacy. I'm an adult. You can't spy on me like I'm a teenager.
That's less important than where that money is coming from. I thought you couldn't even afford $100 a month in payments. But apparently you can afford luxury items? How do you explain that contradiction?
Well, if you know that much, there's no point hiding it. You caught me, I guess. I'm just buying them with Jake's regular salary. We have enough for necessities and a little extra for treats.
Without making payments to us? So you're prioritizing shopping over honoring your debts? Is that what you consider responsible adult behavior?
Yeah, that's what I said. Look, we need some happiness in our lives too. You should stop monitoring your daughter-in-law's social media. What kind of mother-in-law stalks their son's wife online?
Didn't you say you'd reflected deeply? I also warned you about your language. Calling me creepy is exactly the kind of disrespect I was talking about.
Honestly, we don't need financial support anymore, so I don't need to worry about keeping you happy. Jake has a job now, so we're independent again.
What about Jake? Does he know you're not making payments to us? Does he feel the same way you do? Is he also okay with breaking his promises?
Of course! Jake was always annoyed by you guys anyway. Now that we don't need financial support, he's probably hoping you'll just leave us an inheritance and disappear. That's what he really thinks about you.
I can't believe you both haven't reflected at all. As a mother, this is shameful. I'm embarrassed that I raised a son who would act this way. Restarting the financial support with even a little hope was a mistake.
That's right. You should have known better than to trust us. Well, whatever. We got what we needed from you, so thanks for that.
I understand. I wasn't sure about going this far, but it can't be helped. If you're saying you haven't reflected, then I have my own plans. Plans I hoped I wouldn't have to use.
Plans? We don't need to rely on you anymore, so if you want to make empty threats, go ahead and do it alone. There's nothing you can do to hurt us now.
We'll see about that. You might be surprised by what options are available to me.
Whatever, I'm done with this conversation. Don't contact us unless it's an emergency. We're busy living our own lives now.
Goodbye, Lisa. I hope you remember this conversation later. Jake, you should have the financial means to repay us now, right? It's been several months since you got your new job. Lisa seemed unwilling to pay, but what about you? Are you going to honor your commitments as a man?
Yeah, about that. Lisa contacted me and told me the general situation. She said you've been monitoring her social media like some kind of stalker. I agree with Lisa. We don't need help from you anymore, so obviously we're not paying back. From our perspective, you guys have outlived your usefulness.
I see. So this is really how you both feel. After everything we've done for you, then I'll be requesting the money through a lawyer.
What? What are you talking about? We're family! You can't seriously be considering legal action against your own son! That's impossible!
Did you forget? We made you sign a promissory note when we started the financial support. It's a legally binding document.
Oh yeah, we did make something like that. I remember signing some papers. Hey wait, wasn't that just to scare me? I thought it was just for show!
That was the original intention. But if you say you won't pay, I have to use it. You've left me no choice.
Seriously? You're really going to be that petty about this? Fine, I'll pay the $100 a month. That's good enough, right?
What are you talking about? I never said anything about $100 a month. That offer is no longer on the table.
Huh? But Lisa said that's what you told her. She said you'd accept small monthly payments.
That was only if you had the intention to pay. What, did you not read the promissory note I made you sign? Did you just sign it without understanding what it said?
What do you mean? I just signed whatever you put in front of me. I trusted you to be fair about it.
It says that if payments are more than 3 months overdue, I can demand full repayment. Immediate full repayment of the entire loan amount.
Full repayment? That's way too much! I only got rehired a few months ago. I don't have that kind of money. How much are we even talking about here?
We supported you for 6 months at $30,000 per month, so it's roughly $180,000. Plus interest as specified in the promissory note.
I can't pay that much all at once! Lisa hasn't saved anything either, so this is impossible on short notice! You're asking for our entire life savings? We don't even have life savings!
It's not short notice. You had plenty of opportunities to pay. If you'd shown willingness to make monthly payments, $100 a month would have been fine. You're the one who gave up on that. You chose to be disrespectful instead.
But this is unreasonable! You're destroying your own son's life! I'll pay this month's amount right now, so please let this slide. I'll even double it, $200.
I told Lisa clearly I would judge based on your future actions. As a result, I've determined that your words can't be trusted. You've proven that you only care about money when it benefits you.
I'm your real son! Are you saying you can't trust your own son? Family doesn't destroy family like this!
Trust takes time to build, but can be destroyed in an instant. Even if you're my son, that doesn't change. This is the result of your actions, so accept it without complaining. You made your choice when you decided to disrespect us.
Mom, please, I'm begging you. What if I pay $500 a month? What if I work overtime and pay $1,000?
Jake, it's too late for negotiations. You had months to show good faith. Instead, you chose to mock us behind our backs.
I never mocked you! That was all Lisa's idea! I was just going along with her to keep the peace!
So you're throwing your wife under the bus now? Take responsibility for your own choices, Jake.
Fine, I take responsibility. But please don't destroy our lives over this! We're still family!
Family respects each other. You lost the right to claim family protection.
What am I supposed to tell Lisa? How do I explain this to her?
That's your problem to solve. You should have thought about that before breaking your promises.
This is gonna ruin everything! Our marriage, our future, everything!
Yes, it probably will. That's what consequences look like, Jake. Lisa, did Jake tell you what happened?
Yeah, I heard. You're demanding full payment. There's no way we can pay $180,000.
You seem pretty relaxed about this. Jake was panicking about not being able to pay. Don't you understand the gravity of the situation?
Well, it has nothing to do with me. This is between you and Jake. I wasn't the one who signed any papers.
Nothing to do with you. You spent the money too.
I was surprised you had a promissory note ready, but that's between you and Jake, right? You said so yourself. Jake was the one who signed it. I'm not legally responsible for his debts.
Jake was the one who signed it, so yes. What's your point?
That means it has no legal effect on me, right? I originally married Jake because he had a good salary, but given the current situation, I'm getting a divorce. So it has nothing to do with me. I'll start fresh with someone else.
I see. You're only clever when it comes to selfish schemes. Running away when things get difficult.
Well, that's how it is. I'm not going down with Jake's sinking ship. You can work things out with Jake. I'm going back to my parents' house and finding another man. Someone with better financial prospects this time.
That's impossible.
What is? Why would that be impossible?
I'm saying it's impossible for you to go back to your parents' house. Because your parents have disowned you. They want nothing to do with you anymore.
Huh? You're lying, right? My parents would never do that.
I figured you'd try to run away when things got tough. So I told your parents about this situation and everything that's happened. I explained your behavior, your spending, your disrespect. They were quite angry. They said they're cutting ties with you.
They wouldn't do something that stupid. They're my parents. They have to help me.
If you don't believe me, check with your parents. Call them right now if you want. You'll quickly see I'm not lying.
Wait, what the hell did you do? What exactly did you tell them?
The truth. About your spending habits, your lies, your disrespect toward family. About how you broke promises and refused to pay back debts.
But that's private family business. You had no right to tell them those things. That's between us.
You made it their business when you decided to run to them for help. They deserve to know what kind of person they'd be supporting.
You're ruining my life.
Never had a part-time job and married Jake right away, didn't you? You're turning 30 this year with no work experience, and your parents won't help you. I hate to say this, but are you really okay divorcing Jake in this situation? What's your plan for supporting yourself?
But if I divorce, I'll get some money from property division. I can manage with that. Half of everything Jake owns will be mine.
What are you talking about? You wasted all the money, so there are no savings. There's no property to divide. You spent everything on clothes and accessories.
Huh? So I can't get divorced? I have to help pay you back too?
You can divorce if you want to, but I can't guarantee what happens to your life after that. A 30-year-old woman with no work experience and no family support. That's a difficult situation in today's economy.
No way! Help me! I'll have nothing and nowhere to go!
I told Jake the same thing. No matter how hard it gets, this is the result of your choices. I told you. If you don't properly reflect when you're really in trouble, no one will help you. This is exactly what I warned you about.
Back then, I didn't understand anything. I never thought it would come to this. I thought you were just making empty threats. Please, give me another chance.
Even so, you're the one who said you didn't need us. If you'd listened to my advice even a little, this wouldn't have happened. Even if you thought I was nagging and annoying, you should have learned from the poor old geezers. Now it's too late for lessons.
I'll do anything. I'll apologize to Dad properly. I'll work to pay you back. Just please don't leave me with nothing.
Lisa, you had multiple chances to make things right. You chose to waste every single one. Some mistakes can't be undone.
Please, I'm begging you. I was stupid and selfish, but I can change.
Goodbye, Lisa. After that, I consulted with a lawyer using the promissory note with Jake's signature. The full payment demand against Jake was successfully processed. As for the money, they managed to repay it by selling Lisa's clothes and accessories. However, Lisa's declaration that she was fine with divorcing Jake destroyed their marriage. Jake decided to divorce and demanded alimony from Lisa. Lisa, for her part, claimed that everything was Jake's fault and demanded compensation from him. Their divorce case escalated to court, and they're still in the middle of a messy divorce trial. As for me, after things settled down with Lisa and the others, my husband and I had a proper 60th birthday celebration, just the two of us. I'm not without feelings about the fate my son and his wife met. But given how things turned out, there's nothing I can do for them anymore. After everything was resolved, I can only hope that those two can learn from this experience.